Apparently, Donald Trump's lies about his hush money trial in New York have just become too much for even some of the folks at Fox News to stomach. On Tuesday morning, as Donald Trump was heading in, of course, for closing arguments, the last real part of the trial, the last time his lawyers speak, the last time the prosecutors get to speak, Donald Trump, in a post on Truth Social, of course, said this. "Why is the corrupt government allowed to make the final argument in the case against me? Why can't the defense go last? Big advantage, very unfair, witch hunt." So Trump is mad, of course, that the prosecutors get to give their opening statement second. So, just so everybody understands, Trump's lawyers give their closing argument, they're done, can't speak anymore, then the prosecutors go. So yeah, the last thing the jury hears is a conclusion of why Trump should be found guilty, not why he should be found not guilty. So yeah, it kind of gives prosecutors a big advantage. But this lie was so bad that on Tuesday morning, Fox and Friends host Steve Doocy actually took it upon himself to fact check it and correct the record. He didn't have to do it. They could have just totally ignored it. But to their credit, Fox and Friends fact-checked Donald Trump. Here's what happened. Steve Doocy was talking to correspondent Eric Shawn, and here's how that exchange went down. Steve Doocy says, "Hey, Eric, before you go, I think it was on Truth Social in the last 24 hours, the former president seems upset that his lawyer, when it comes to closing arguments, his lawyer has to go first and then the prosecution goes second. Doesn't the state always go last? I mean, that's what he's upset about." And Eric Shawn responded and said, "Yeah, that's New York law. Different states are different. He gave that posting and that's not the case. Under the law, the defense goes first, then the prosecution goes. He's also claiming that the election expert Brad Smith was not allowed to testify. That is not true. Smith's testimony was restricted by the judge, but it was Trump's defense attorneys, Trump's own side, decided not to call Smith, the president, claiming that that is again false." And Steve Doocy then said, "Okay." But then Ainsley Earhardt jumped in and she said, "Thank you, 34 different counts. And if he is acquitted on all counts, that would be good for Donald Trump, good for the Republican Party." So Ainsley Earhardt tried to clear things up and like, hey, we still love you. We want you to be acquitted. After Doocy and Shawn had to be like, yeah, he just lied about this. Oh, and by the way, here's another lie he told. Let's talk about all his lies. And Earhart was like, nope, we want him to be acquitted. Let's hope this whole thing goes away. We don't want to deal with this. It'd be good for us, good for the Republicans, good for Fox. This is the only time I'm going to say this. And you can tell I'm a little confused by having to say this, but good job, Fox and Friends. Good job, Steve Doocy. Again, y'all didn't have to call out his lies and you chose to do so. So again, credit where credit is due, because you're probably never going to get it again from me. But thank you, Fox, for calling out Donald Trump's lies. I guess everybody has that point where they just can't take it anymore. And we know that Fox and Friends hit theirs this week. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.